Friends, Dr. Murphy, I'm going to try and tie in several themes, including universalism, where we believe the truest word of God is Christ on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. Our God made all of us, will save us from ourselves. While we're on this planet, we sure misunderstand and hurt each other, don't we? But we'll also look at the good news stories here, too. And then we'll kind of end up with a culture cruise. All right, let's go there. First pope from U.S. elected. That's good news. A fractured church seeks steady leader. Our Catholic Church will always be fractured. All faith traditions are. That's part of our human condition. I like this. Their fridge obsession is a recipe for discontent. Rattan baskets, frame photos, and lights. How do you ever find the milk? All right. CEO of 1-800-Flowers decides to fire myself. There's courage and wisdom from a executive. Then we got a lot of stuff about tariffs. Gates to give away fortune faster. He and Warren Buffett are really leading the way in what philanthropy is all about. Trump hails Colombia protest response. All right. Trump revives millionaires' tax idea. Look at this. Standing tall, a 12-foot statue titled Grounded in the Stars. Grace New York City's Times Square. That's cool. Deal shows a 10% U.S. tariff baseline. A lot of stuff on the U.S.-UK trade relationship. India claims to deter attack from Pakistan. Steady pick, divided church. That's how we'll always be. Now, culture. The ebb and flow of love in China. A tale of the couple pulled apart while searching for meaning and success. These are age-old stories retold in the arts. We covered these in the New and Old Testaments, known as Vince Vaughn's healing recipe. Laughter is the best medicine, folks. Hugh Jackman's Flawed Human. Off-Broadway, the star is playing an aging but charming professor who strikes up a questionable liaison with a student. Now, when we want to go to the unexpected miracles, sports, look at this. The Celtics' rim-clanging collapses. The Knicks hold an unexpected 2-0 playoff series lead over the defending NBA champions. How about this? The team that lost Messi and Mbappe and then got better? How does that happen? This new book, Dust and Light, Words of Wisdom in this review. A novelist credits Virginia Woolf for showing her how to write historical fiction without being overwhelmed by the facts. That's cool. All right, let's go through some of the opinion things. America's Inc.'s balance sheet. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum takes a fresh look at the U.S. government's assets. Catholics welcome an American Pope. Leo XIV, a Chicago native, leads the global church as the successor of St. Peter. What does your car model say about you? A clubman sends a different message than a Range Rover. Trump stages a trade war retreat. Markets cheer as the U.S. strikes a deal with the United Kingdom. An American Pope, Leo XIV. The conclave elects Robert Francis Prevost, a native of Chicago. Air traffic reform in our lifetime. Sean Duffy's plan would spend more but keep the bureaucracy in place. Harvard should stand up more for itself more often. If the school really wants freedom from political meddling, it needs to stop rolling over to the left. There's some truth to that, but also politics is involved in everything, folks. Can't get away from that. Germany still doesn't know what to do with the far-right AfD. The party's rise has created one political crisis. Any attempt to ban it would create another. That's true. The GOP tax bill could solve the tariff problem. Corporate expensing and a border adjustment levy would raise revenue and promote manufacturing. Dow rallies on trade progress. Okay, look at this one. Timeless Love. Kathleen and Roy Lawrence, both 101, attended a Victory in Europe Day event Thursday in England. That's good. Now let's go to architecture. This is mansion section is really good. I mean, it is fun to look at the renovations and new buildings and all that kind of stuff. But what I like most about this section is the celebrity interview. Sopranos and Goodfellas star on The Unsold. She never forgot. She was really hurt when she was in 6th grade, but has gone on to do great things in the arts.